Val Kilmer was more than just an actor. He was a legend, a mystery, and a Hollywood enigma. From his iconic roles in Top Gun, Batman Forever, and Tombstone to his personal struggles and triumphant return to the screen, Kilmer's journey was nothing short of extraordinary. But behind the fame and the blockbuster hits was a man who faced incredible challenges, battled against the odds, and left behind a legacy that will never be forgotten. Today, we remember Val Kilmer, his life, his career, and the battles he fought both on and off the screen. Born on December 31, 1959, in Los Angeles, California, Val Kilmer was destined for the spotlight. Raised in a creative household, his passion for acting was evident from an early age. But it wasn't just natural talent that set him apart. It was his relentless pursuit of excellence. Kilmer became the youngest student ever admitted to Juilliard's prestigious drama division, where he honed his craft among future stars. While his classmates struggled to find work, Kilmer made waves early on, co-writing and starring in a play that made it to Broadway before he even graduated. Unlike many actors who transitioned slowly from theater to film, Kilmer had a different kind of debut. He turned down major movie roles, holding out for something that would truly showcase his range. His first taste of the industry's unpredictability came when his Broadway play was suddenly shut down, but Kilmer refused to be discouraged. Instead, he embraced the unpredictability of Hollywood, stepping into a career that would make him one of the most versatile actors of his generation. Kilmer's first real break came with Top Secret, 1984, a parody film that showcased his comedic chops. But it wasn't until Top Gun, 1986, that he became a household name. Starring opposite Tom Cruise, Kilmer's role as the cocky yet disciplined fighter pilot Iceman made him an instant icon. Interestingly, Kilmer was hesitant about taking the role. He wasn't convinced the movie would be a success. But once on set, he fully committed, bringing a level of intensity that made his character stand out. Audiences loved him, and Hollywood took notice. From there, Kilmer refused to be typecast. Instead of sticking to action films, he took on a series of roles that showed off his depth. His portrayal of Jim Morrison in The Doors, 1991, was hauntingly accurate, so much so that even Morrison's former bandmates admitted they couldn't tell the difference between Kilmer's voice and the real thing. He spent a year preparing for the role, learning to sing like Morrison and immersing himself in the rock star's world. This level of dedication became a Kilmer trademark, making every performance feel authentic. After The Doors, Kilmer continued to take on roles that challenged him. He brought an unforgettable intensity to Doc Holliday in Tombstone, 1993, delivering some of the most quoted lines in cinema history. His delivery of "I'm Your Huckleberry" became legendary, turning the role into one of his most celebrated performances. But in true Kilmer fashion, he didn't stop there. When he was cast as Batman in Batman Forever, 1995, it seemed like a dream role. But behind the scenes, Kilmer struggled with the limitations of the suit, which left him barely able to move or hear. Despite the film's commercial success, he walked away from the role after one movie. For Kilmer, acting wasn't just about playing superheroes. It was about taking risks, transforming himself, and delivering performances that stood the test of time. And that's exactly what he continued to do. Kilmer was known for his intense dedication to his roles, but that sometimes led to friction on set. Directors and co-stars often described him as a perfectionist, willing to push the boundaries to achieve the best performance. On the set of The Island of Dr. Moreau, 1996, reports of on-set clashes became legendary. The film was plagued with production issues, and Kilmer's insistence on changes to the script and character led to tensions with director John Frankenheimer. While some labeled him difficult, others admired his unwavering commitment to authenticity. This reputation followed him throughout his career, adding to his enigmatic status in Hollywood. By the late 90s and early 2000s, Kilmer's career started to slow. Some blamed his reputation for being hard to work with, while others pointed to his refusal to take on roles that didn't challenge him. Financial difficulties forced him to take on lesser-known projects, but Kilmer never lost his love for the craft. Instead of fading away, he focused on independent films, theater, and even visual art. His one-man play, Citizen Twain, showcased his passion for storytelling and his ability to transform into historical figures with ease. This reinvention kept him relevant, proving that his talent extended far beyond Hollywood blockbusters. While Kilmer's career was filled with highs, his personal life had its share of challenges. He faced financial difficulties, a rocky marriage, and most devastatingly, the loss of his younger brother Wesley in 1977. But it was his battle with throat cancer, diagnosed in 2015, that became his greatest test. Kilmer initially kept his diagnosis private, undergoing a tracheotomy that permanently affected his voice. For an actor known for his powerful delivery, losing his ability to speak as he once had was a crushing blow. But in true Kilmer spirit, he refused to let it define him. He turned to writing, art, and eventually, with the help of AI voice technology, found a way to reclaim his voice, both literally and figuratively. His resilience in the face of adversity only deepened his legend. Despite his health struggles, Kilmer remained active in the industry. His 2020 memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, offered fans an intimate look into his life, filled with humor, reflection, and honesty. Then came Val 2021, the deeply personal documentary that used footage Kilmer had shot throughout his career. It gave fans a raw, unfiltered look at his triumphs, struggles, and the man behind the characters. But perhaps the most emotional moment of his later years came with Top Gun: Maverick 2022. Against all odds, Kilmer reprised his role as Iceman in a scene that was both powerful and heartbreaking. Using advanced technology, his voice was recreated, allowing him to have a poignant farewell moment with Tom Cruise's character. It was a testament to his resilience, a final bow that cemented his place in cinematic history. Val Kilmer's impact on film and culture extends far beyond his performances. He wasn't just an actor, he was a transformative force in Hollywood. His portrayal of complex, charismatic characters redefined expectations, setting a new standard for dedication and authenticity in acting. Future generations of performers look to Kilmer as an example of what it meant to fully embody a role, pushing themselves to the limits just as he did. Kilmer's fearlessness in taking on unconventional, even controversial roles made him a respected figure in the industry. Whether playing a rock legend, a legendary gunslinger, or a troubled genius, he brought something undeniably real to the screen. His performances weren't just memorable, they were studied, dissected, and admired by film enthusiasts, critics, and aspiring actors alike. Beyond Hollywood, Kilmer was an artist in every sense of the word. His passion for poetry, visual art, and storytelling added another dimension to his legacy. His willingness to evolve, even in the face of personal hardships, made him an inspiring figure both on and off the screen. Even after his passing, Kilmer's influence continues to shape the industry. His work remains a touchstone for actors seeking to elevate their craft, and his performances are a reminder of cinema's power to move, inspire, and challenge audiences. Kilmer didn't just make movies, he left a lasting imprint on the art of acting itself, ensuring that his legacy will endure for generations to come. Val Kilmer was more than just an actor. He was an artist, a fighter, and an icon. His performances captivated audiences, his dedication to his craft was unmatched, and his ability to reinvent himself time and time again proved that he was one of Hollywood's greatest. Even in the face of adversity, Kilmer never stopped pushing forward, never stopped creating, and never stopped inspiring. As we remember his incredible life and legacy, one thing is certain, his story is far from over. His work, his influence, and his spirit will live on forever. Rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Your legend will never fade.